Biscoff Cupcakes. And if you know me, you know I love Biscoff. It's one of my all-time favourite flavours, so I'm so excited to make these today and eat them, of course. And it's going to be Biscoff Cupcake with Biscoff Gooey Centre, a Biscoff Buttercream, Biscoff Crumb and a Biscoff Biscuit on top. So it's literally Biscoff heaven. I cannot wait. So the first thing you want to do is preheat your oven to 160 degrees Celsius, and that is for a fan assisted oven. And I've also got a 12 whole cupcake tin here, which I've lined with 12 cupcake cases. So for the ingredients, you are going to need 130 grams of sifted self-raising flour with a quarter of a teaspoon of bicarb soda, 130 grams of softened butter, 90 grams of caster sugar and 40 grams of light brown soft sugar, 2 eggs and 2 tablespoons of whole milk and half a teaspoon of vanilla, and of course Biscoff Spread. You can use crunchy or smooth, and Biscoff biscuits. Let's get baking. This is an all-in-one method, so I've just put my butter and sugar in. I'm going to put 2 of my eggs in, and the flour and bicarb. I'm going to mix that together for a minute or so on a medium to high speed. That's all combined, so I'm going to add the milk in next and mix it for about another 30 seconds, again on a medium to high speed. Now it's the Biscoff time! So I'm going to add in about 2 tablespoons of Biscoff Spread. And I'm going to mix this until it all just comes together. And that is the batter done, it's super quick. So the next thing I'm going to do is put this into my cupcake cases. You can weigh this, but I'm going to do it by eye. I'm going to bake these for 22 minutes until they spring back on top. That's the cupcakes ready now. So I'm going to take them out of the oven and we're going to let them completely cool, and whilst they're cooling I'm going to get on and make buttercream. For the buttercream I've got 175 grams of softened butter, 350 grams of sifted icing sugar, 2 tablespoons of whole milk mixed with a quarter of a teaspoon of vanilla. So the first thing we're going to do is whip up the butter, and we're going to whip this for about 5 minutes on a medium to high speed. The butter's whipped up now, it is silky smooth and it's doubled in volume as well. So now it's time to add in the icing sugar, which I'm going to add in 2 stages and mix for about 3 minutes between each stage. That's all the icing sugar combined, so I'm going to add the milk and mix this again on a medium to high speed just until it's all combined. Okay, so I'm going to give that a scrape around the edge just to make sure that I've got everything fully incorporated. And then it is time to add the Biscoff. So I'm actually going to use the smooth Biscoff spread for this one because I don't want it to get trapped in the nozzle when I'm piping. So I'm going to add about 1.5 tablespoons of this. And again, just give it a mix until it is all combined. And that is the buttercream complete, and it smells really good. So now I'm going to clear this away, put the buttercream in a piping bag with a round nozzle, and then we'll get decorated. Okay, so just a couple more elements we need to do before we assemble everything. The first is to do the gooey centre. So I've got some more Biscoff spread here. I've got about 2 tablespoons, so I'm going to melt this until it is in a liquid form. I'm going to melt it every 10 seconds and see how long it takes. It took exactly 10 seconds. So the next thing I'm going to do is prepare the Biscoff biscuit crumb. So I've got 65 grams of Biscoff biscuits here. I'm going to put this in the food blender and whisk these up until it is a fine breadcrumb. Just like that. And if you haven't got a food processor, then you can just put it in a Ziploc bag and smash it with a rolling pin, which is very therapeutic. I'm going to pop these into this big bowl here, and that's going to make it really easy for us to dip the cupcakes into. Now we can get assembling. I've got an apple corer here. If you haven't got an apple corer, you can just do it with a spoon, but I'm just going to take the centre of the cupcakes the melted Biscoff and put this just in the centre of each one. I'm going to put it right to the top, and these extra bits are for the chef. Okay, so next up, I'm going to get my buttercream. And I'm just going to do a blob of buttercream on each cupcake, just like so. Then I'm going to get my crumbs and just press the buttercream gently, just so you've got a crumb on it like that. And then we're going to get our biscuits and just pop them on the centre. And that is our Biscoff cupcakes complete. They've got so much Biscoff on, they're going to taste amazing. So I'm going to clear away everything, and then it's taste test time. So I'm going to show you me cutting one of these up. And that is the inside of the cake. So you can see that the cake is lovely and moist and spongy. There's the Biscoff centre right underneath the buttercream there. We've got the Biscoff buttercream, the crumb on top, and the biscuit. Yummy. I'm going to taste this. This is going to be so good. That's delicious. Oh my god. So much Biscoff, it tastes so good. I'm going to be eating these very quickly. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!